Somebody needs to be defense, I think.
I'll be defense.
Alright, so my thought is we'll kind of run around the map and go over the rooms and calls for those that different people use, and then expand from there. So I guess I see you, Mayo. Man's got jokes. Yeah, I guess let's start main door and then we'll swing kitchen. Let me pull it up on my other computer.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb. Insertion in 10 seconds.
No,
5 seconds to go.
Where's that master?
You must locate and defuse a bomb.
Loading new magazine.
Alright, let's not accidentally knife each other. Alright, so y'all come downstairs to the front door. Alright, so front door, also called Lamborghini door sometimes because of the Lamborghini. Main lobby. That's white stairs, obviously because it's white, or main stairs, it's also called sometimes. Bathroom or toilets. Toilets would be to differentiate between the bathroom upstairs. And then on the other side of that wall we have service door. So this is service entrance. And the default call out, you'll notice, calls this room and this room service entrance, which is problematic to me.
Yeah.
So I tend to call this room freezer. I think I've also heard it called stock because of the shelves.
I think Joshua just got on. The other Joshua.
Yeah, he's loading, and we'll get him in a second. That angle I was telling you about, Steve. So
Oh,
defender
Ah.
in projector up there holding freezer.
That makes sense. I didn't realize this was called freezer, but I see the freezers now.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so then from here we go to kitchen. So kitchen and the service entrance slash freezer is one bomb site. Kitchen is one of the secure sites. And then we come out to this hallway. What do y'all tend to call this hallway right here? The shorter hallway.
Wouldn't it be cool vibe hallway? Or
You
blue
could,
bar
but
hallway?
that's too long. I feel like I almost wouldn't call the hallway, but more just what door. You know what I mean?
Like
So-
if they were down here, I'd probably say bottom of cool vibe or bottom of vibe.
Blue stairs, maybe?
Yeah, bottom of blue.
Yeah, or you could call it pink hall or something.
Yeah, bottom blue stairs, or pink double door, or kitchen door, or blue door, because this is blue bar, or under the cam. So I would probably call it by
Yeah.
what they're next to as opposed to giving the hallway a name. Good job. And then maybe this might be Harry Potter for this map. Because under the stairs.
Yeah, far enough. Nah, it's not far enough under the stairs.
That's as close as we get on this map. And reusing calls is really helpful. So then this long hallway, I would just call kitchen hallway.
That or 90. Or 90s.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, 90's upstairs, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so then we have pink bar. Also called sunrise, but pink is easier to remember for me, just because literally everything's pink. So it's an easier
Yeah.
association to me. And then,
Honestly, I just call it sunrise.
yeah, most people will know what you mean, but like, say, if you have somebody who's never played before, there's like one room that's totally pink. So
Yeah.
it seems easier to me. We were talking before about what to call this room. I've heard G2 call it sauna.
Like
The,
towel area. Or
yeah,
towel.
could call it towels. I'd be down for that. I've just heard it called sauna so many times from watching Pengu that it's just automatic to me now. Yeah, I'd be down for towels. And then because it's a door versus a window, it's easy to differentiate those two entrances.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's pink. And then if we go back to the hallway with no name, then we can find blue bar. And then this wall opens into the courtyard.
Yeah.
And then if we go through the door, we're in office. Which this has a big double door to the outside, facing one of the ruins spawns.
I feel like you could say that right here is plant office, and then back here is like bookshelf office.
Yeah, or call this bunker,
Yeah.
because it's in the middle of a bunch of cover, and then half wall here.
Mhm.
Desk, obviously. Red couch, or just call it by the hatch.
Yeah.
Alright, and then this little hallway, I think I would call this security hallway. Because it's right next to security, which is this room.
See, I would call it CC.
Yeah, I've heard this room called three things, to be honest. Security, CCTV, or servers. Because there's a server rack over here as well.
Yeah.
So I really think all of those are valid. I think I hear security more, but really I've heard everybody answer to everything. And then we're back to lobby.
Yeah.
So we've just gone over the first floor and described a circle around the courtyard, which obviously is in the middle. Alright, so that's first floor. So now if we go to white stairs. And go up white stairs.
It's gonna be luggage right here.
Yep, that's luggage. Because all the suitcases and stuff in there. And we'll just keep
Goes
going around
into,
that way.
Aquarium.
Yep, so
the
this is
billiards.
aqua.
You have located a bomb.
Aquarium. And then billiards, which I would call this pool table. It's just easier to say to me.
Yeah.
And then pool table, mini bar.
And then you got
Bomb
hookah.
has been located.
Yep, and then
Hookah
that's
bar.
hookah over here. And then this has a balcony out there. And then if we keep going around the courtyard again, this is VIP, the great big circle couch. Who's the Clash?
And then this is. I feel like I'd call this trophy. Just out of
This is
habit from
or guitar.
yeah. I feel like I've heard guitar a lot more in ranked games.
Yeah, because the guitars are really obvious, and Hall of Fame is just a lot of words. And then penthouse,
Yep.
and penthouse bathroom.
One op 4
Oh
remaining.
my god.
I literally said, let's not do this one thing.
That's what I was like, the shield. No.
I'm like, don't knife anybody. I'm like, let me have Buck, and then this guy. Alright, this is theater.
Yeah.
I tend to call this projector, even though there's no projector, just because it's a call reused from other places.
See, no, I just don't like projector. Just because
I can
there's
see
no
that.
projector in here, and theater makes more sense. Because it's called theater, and
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
penthouse and theater.
Alright, in this hallway, if you smash this one vase, you can hide up in here.
Yeah.
Pretty spooky spot for a cav. You have to get the angle right, the debris is kind of annoying there. This hallway is 90 hallway. They sometimes call this Jaeger corner, because you can put like a bulletproof camera or something on the wall there, and then as a
Yeah.
Jaeger you can just stand right here, and if you've got an ADS on the wall, then they can't really shoot your camera, and you can just peek either this way or this way.
Yeah.
So to differentiate these two hallways, I would call these theater hallway, or white hallway maybe.
And VIP hall.
Exactly.
So Theater, VIP. Yeah.
Yeah, so to more clearly describe something, describe what it's next to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think those are all of the rooms. Any questions on that?
No.
Yes, can we start from spot one? No, I'm kidding.
So everybody remembers what the best side is.
Neutralized.
Wow.
Mission successful.
Kitchen.
Kitchen. Micah, did you go back and look and see what that defense was that I was talking about on Clubhouse by TSM?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it was a blue bar and
I'm gonna rehost real quick, guys.
go for it. I believe it was a blue bar
Knife fight.
defense. Yeah, totally.
No,
Knife
we're doing
fight.
dry runs right now. On the...
Oh, you're no fun.
Hey, if you wanna go goof off and do your own thing, that's cool.
This is about learning.
I think that's all of us.
You want to play some rank tonight, Joshua?
Yeah, I guess. I guess I'm
Okay.
down, but I gotta do some. I gotta go do some Destiny 2 stuff before that.
Okay.
So I don't know. So I'm down to do it. We'll see if I actually want up doing it though.
Yeah.
Anything specific that you would like me to bring, Micah?
No, whatever. Just like 3 speeds and shotguns.
3 speeds and shotguns.
After we get done with this, we should play Michael Myers. Just popped in my head.
Even.
We need to locate a bomb.
Alright, so real quick, I'm going to run through some of the vertical spots. If you pull up the map in your browser and look at
Insertion in
the
5
second
seconds.
floor, everything that's breakable has red lines across it.
Your mission is to locate
And then
defuse
if you're
the
looking
bomb.
at multiple floors at once, you can click on a given spot, and it'll show you that spot vertically aligned with all the other floors. So like, for instance, if I click on main door in main lobby, then that will directly correspond to just under the television in theater. So if I were a defender, I could shoot that open, which we're doing right now. So as a defender, you could play from above and have a murder hole for somebody coming in main door here.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what you're thinking about.
That one spot that I was telling you about before, Josh?
Ah, I see what you're talking about now.
Yeah, so right
okay,
there,
that
if
makes
a guy
sense.
drones in from front door, he might miss that or think it was part of the design. But
Right,
then you
then
can
you can-
see the back of somebody going up white stairs.
Right.
Alright, so other vertical spots in this general area. There's that one that I was just pointing out. And then let's go into projector. It's not uncommon for people playing in here to open up the floor just so they can hear people enter first floor because sound propagation.
Right.
Here's the penthouse hatch, which opens into lobby. Oftentimes on bomb mode, you'll have a pulse playing below in bathroom. So this is the default plant spot right here, which is above the very last toilet. So you could have a pulse play below there with a C4 and deny the plant pretty easily.
Alright.
Some vertical play. This corner. So this little space right here, the half of this space on the right next to the bed opens up into freezer behind the shelf. So you'll commonly see a defender sit there on cams.
Or on a Mira, as me and Mayo saw the other day.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, yeah.
At some higher levels of play, they'll open up the floor here. Not necessarily quite so obviously, so they can hold the hatch vertically. So from down in bathroom, you can see
Right.
up to the bathroom hatch.
Right on.
Alright, and then if you open up on VIP door right here, there's your hard corner down in kitchen. And then just to the side of that, you have kitchen door. So you could cut off the kitchen rotate and the kitchen door from this one hole that I just opened on the far right side here.
Right.
Okay.
And then, let me see if I can find the spot. And then if you come all the way into the corner, you can see onto the sinks, which is a popular plant spot for bomb mode. A lot of these walls correspond with the walls on the floors below,
Yeah.
so that can be a helpful reference. So like if you look at this corner, if I open this up, that's the hard corner right next to that kitchen door. And then right about here, there's kitchen window. So just a little bit to the left of the double window in VIP. So if you're defending kitchen, you could have a roamer up here with a little hole and hold that vertically.
You have located a
Which
bomb.
honestly, I think that's where Mozzie becomes pretty effective, just because he's got a shot.
Yeah, I'll also, in ranked, I'll often see a doc play this position, and then he'll prep these windows so that he can jump out and either contest, like if somebody's playing far back, or he'll even drop down and contest if somebody's on kitchen window. He can contest from outside. All right, and then going on to hookah, sledge. I'm gonna need your help.
Okay.
So if you'll sledge just in that general area, this is behind pink bar, and then like right here. So if there's somebody playing in pink, you can deny that whole space vertically pretty easily from here.
There's also a spot right below the door. In here. If you really want to play that.
Yeah, from here you could cut off the common rotate into blue. So like where the buck is sitting right now, if you look through the hole, that wall is commonly where there'll be a rotate. Yeah, by the IQ.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
My game has a freaking update, dude.
The rest of
Nice.
You can also obviously hold the rotation through the hatch right here. If it's open.
it.
What else? The most impressive vertical play I ever saw in my life was a Valkyrie 1v1. I think it was in Paris. It was a secret game. So 1v1, they've got cams in sight. Dude vaults up onto the pool table to plant. Valkyrie deagles the floor open and C4s between the metal onto pool table and kills the guy.
What? Dang.
Hold up, she.
So Valkyrie's below, right? Dude's
Yeah.
planting on the pool table because they've got cams and he's being spotted. The Valkyrie deagles the floor open between the beams and throws a C4 between the beams onto the pool table and kills him.
That's nice.
I'm like, okay, that's siege.
Nice.
Sledge, could you sledge behind minibar? People can see what's below
Yeah.
that. So we're
Yes,
above blue
sledge.
right now.
Okay. I'm hammers. I'll hammer it out.
Okay. If we've got shotguns and we can get that back corner, that'd be cool. Here, I'll nade it.
I got. Okay, I was gonna say I got explosives. Oh, hey. Yeah, that'll do.
Alright, so from behind blue bar, you could get somebody who's playing behind minibar here, which is probably the anchor spot in these two rooms. Aqua. This is now office. I'm gonna get my bearings off the door. Okay, so there's the door. So this is right above office
right.
desk is where this is.
There.
And again, the walls correspond, so it's pretty easy to catch up with. Vigil, I'm gonna need this next to you. So you can see these walls correspond with Aqua above.
Reload.
Right on.
I think that's actually all the key vertical play spots.
So, yeah,
So everybody come to courtyard.
Bomb has been located.
over here, ladies and gentlemen.
Eeny, meeny, miny, Steve. Steve, stand in the middle. Everybody else line up with me. One tap, Steve. So
Wait,
Steve,
you're one tapping me or I'm one tapping
no,
y'all?
you one tap everybody so we can reset the round.
Oh, oh, oh.
Op 4 last operator standing. Op 4 eliminated.
Coward, take it like a man.
Hmm.
Alright, so now we'll run through the 4 sites real quick. On 2v2, I don't think blue bar is tenable outside of a crazy roaming strat with info. So kitchen and billiards would be my defaults, and
We need to
penthouse I
locate a
don't have
bomb.
a solid setup on myself, but it's pretty viable,
10
I would
seconds
say,
to go.
in this format. So let's look at kitchen first. That drone had a family.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Bomb has been located.
Alright, so kitchen, and we're talking for 2v2s right now, not necessarily bomb. You'll commonly have a rotate in this corner.
You located a bomb.
It's scuffed. Come on now. Quit crowding me. I can't do it while you're looking. Alright, so you'll commonly have a rotate there, and then a reinforcement on the other wall. And then if mirror is banned, you could put a bulletproof camera or a Maestro there, and that lets you see this whole side. Not gonna have enough reinforcements to do freezer wall really. So typically you won't play in this area unless you're rotating back from something. Keep in mind that if you barricade everything, then you give pathing to the other team for free, and I'll show you what I mean when we do the VOD review. So then you've got kitchen window. One thing to think about when you've got multiple things you've got to cover, so like let's say I'm anchoring and defending here in kitchen. I've got a door here, I've got a door here, and I've got a window there, right? One of those 3, they have to make noise, right? Because they have to vault in. So in that case, I'm going to prioritize one of the others. Maybe I sit over here if it's bombed, so that they don't have line of sight on me without coming into kitchen. And that's also one of the things barbed wire is useful for, because it gives you the sound cue.
Alright.
In 5e... Go ahead.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, just for the sake of the 2v2, honestly, if I'm really thinking about it, I'd probably just put a barricade on bathroom. Unless I got
You
somebody
could,
playing.
but I'll show you where that might hurt you when we get to the VOD review. So it's a choice to make, just be aware of it. So the reason I opened that up, oftentimes in 5v5, like in Pro League, you'll see them leave that open, because then a roamer could be all the way up there across courtyard, and could deny this whole area from a long angle. So what else about kitchen, guys? For defensive setups or attacks. We talked about some of the vertical play already. So like we know that this corresponds to something. We know how to get to the sink area, and we know how to get to like the stocked area back here.
I guess, for the sake of roamers, we'll say with kitchen, I don't know. I guess it depends what you're playing, right? So.
Yeah, and really in 2v2 when you're roaming, it's risky to do a heavy roam. You're better off doing a shallow roam. So like for instance, on this kitchen hold, you might have an anchor like a Mira or something playing this default Mira spot in kitchen.
Right.
And then your roamer might play all the way over here in pink. So like I could hide over in this corner, maybe open up this wall a little bit so I can hear sound in blue. And then I can see if they come in towels. I can hear if they jump in the window, obviously. And then if they try to come to this door, I'm in a good position to set up a crossfire with my teammate.
Right.
So that tends to be pretty effective. Or you could hide in blue, or you could hide Harry Potter back here.
Yep.
Or planter, or whatever we want to call it.
Right.
Probably not courtyard, and probably not out here in kitchen hallway.
I almost knifed you, my bad. Yeah, I wouldn't even. Yeah.
So that's kitchen in a nutshell. So blue bar. 2v2, not a great option to my mind, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 walls. In 5v5, again, they'll commonly open up at least the bottom of this.
Right.
Because then they can deny every position except for every plant spot, but like right here where Buck is.
Right.
And then for that, they'll have the standard rotate in this corner and stuff. So they'll be able to contest that still. And also vertically.
You just deny from the top.
Yeah, you could do that as well. If you've got control above.
But oh yeah, that defense I was talking about. I believe they had a Mira set up somewhere in here, or on that ping anyhow, looking into office. And the second one they had actually was on second floor in hookah. And the reason why they had it in hookah facing into aqua. On a soft wall.
To keep control of second floor.
Exactly. Right. Now the whole purpose of it was to completely, for the roamers obviously, just to sit there, deny aqua, and then also at the very worst, waste time and utility taking over that position.
Yeah, send me a link when you find it. We're gonna stretch this out to be a lot longer than it needs to be at this rate. So that's blue bar. Any questions about those two sites? You deserved that.
I did not do anything. Thank you very much.
Didn't do anything. Literally did everything.
I plead non-guilty.
Alright, everybody get over here.
Yeah, I got him, guys. Ah, that's me.
All friendlies have
Alright, yay, defense gets around. Alright, any questions on those two sites before we move on?
I'm good.
It's not even 9:30 yet. Y'all settle down.
Exactly.
Alright, so we're gonna look at penthouse and then pool table, and then we'll move on to the next thing.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb. 10 seconds.
Where'd you say we were going?
We're gonna go penthouse, which is northeast corner, top floor.
Okay. Yep.
A bomb
Where we
must be located and defused.
So the biggest weakness to this site is that huge double window. So if you've got 1 or 2 good window players, sledge that please. Yo, please don't shoot each other until we're finished. Flashes everybody.
Located a bomb.
Like a pro. Alright, so if the attacking team gets control of this double window, then they can deny almost all of sight, right? And if
Hey,
they've
wait.
got... Do
Hey,
what?
Mike, but can I see a bomb real quick?
Why?
Because I want to see something. I'm not gonna fully plant. I just want plant to see something blitz.
I have to go offsite to drop it anyway.
Really?
Yeah, that's how it works, because it's all on the F key.
Oh.
So I literally have to go offsite to do that. Alright, anyway,
Offsite's
so 2v2.
You must recover the diffuser.
Okay.
The diffuser is now.
There was one round on
Hey,
the
yeah, yeah.
online game
Second.
where one
Am I
attacker
completely
pushed this
covered
way,
right here from
and one
behind?
guy... That's a no. And one guy
Not
pushed from here,
completely,
and
but-
we got stuck in this position. So the moral of that story is be aware of your teammate's position before you, you know, set your butt somewhere you think is comfortable.
Diffuser is no
Commonly
longer.
these will get shot out so that you've got a cleaner background to shoot at. Better contrasting. Castle can be helpful here, so you could just castle everything towards the north balcony, and that'll give you a little bit of freedom for a little while at least. So you could do a mirror setup in the middle here facing towards VIP, and then maybe a rotate out to the hallway here, and have your teammate play 90. Throwing out some defensive options. You've only got 4 reinforcements, so that's the trick here. Because if you full reinforce towards VIP, that's 3. And then where do you put your others? And then they can always drop bathroom for free. Not a bad idea to shotgun out the bottom of bathroom floor. So then if you've got a roamer or something and they drop bathroom, then you can pose them before they can see you. It's like running
Yeah.
here, and then you'd be able to see their feet for free.
This is a pretty common spot right there.
Yeah, for bomb, kind of the default setup here is to reinforce theater pretty well, and then to do double mirrors from theater facing into penthouse.
Okay.
And I believe the standard pattern is to do a good job.
That was not
Micah.
Op 4 last stop standing.
Come on.
I was shooting at a bottle. You crossed
Yeah,
over.
yeah, sure you are, sure.
No, I
I
promise.
actually hate you guys.
No, man. Sorry.
It's okay.
Alright, so what I was trying to say is you would generally reinforce the left side as you're facing penthouse, and do a hard mirror there, and also reinforce the hallway next to you so you don't get a flank shot, and do a soft crouch height one on the right that you can vault over safely to move up and contest the default plant.
Okay.
So those are kind of the default things on
General
penthouse.
consensus is hold from theater or projector, however you want to call it.
Yeah, the only problem with that
Hard on
2v2,
the left side, soft on the right.
yeah, the only problem with that 2v2 is you're not on site. So if they get in on default, then you have to abandon your fortress, so to speak.
Right.
10 seconds to go.
I think that's everything I wanted to say on penthouse.
5
So
seconds
let's go
before
to
insertion.
pool table next,
A bomb must be located
which
and defused.
is west side, top floor.
I just discovered a wonderful thing. You
What's
can
that?
play pool with your pistol.
Uh-huh. It may be
know it, man.
client-sided though. I'm not positive.
You have located a bomb. You located a bomb.
All right, so for this site,
About play. Oh, you're talking about shooting.
typically you'll see a rotate there. Could a defender reinforce the second wall here? Yeah. So commonly you'll see the middle wall reinforced, and then another defender reinforce this wall. Or the same one, it doesn't matter. So this one reinforcement in the middle, what that gives you is a place to hide behind and peek out. So like this would be a good place to have your smoke, so that he can smoke over the top if they try to plant. And then
Yeah.
what this wall on the corner does, and you would typically have both of these reinforced, what this does is it makes sure they can't shoot you from the hallway.
Okay.
And then common rotate over here also for the defense. And if you do it right, you can vault up here as well. So you can go in and out of hookah there.
Okay.
From right about here where the buck is, you start to be exposed to the roof. through the gap where the broken vase is. Is that something to be aware of? Attacking. Oftentimes when you're attacking towards pool table, it's a good idea to get control of VIP and then open this wall. And then from all the way back in here, all the way back here in guitar, I can see pool table.
Nice.
So at higher levels of play, you'll actually see them reinforce this wall as well in order to deny that angle. What else about pool table? Sometimes there will be a rotate into aqua.
Oh, also, I don't know if you guys know this is kind of random, but there's a random line of sight right here that you can see all the way into.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Venom, right here.
Yeah, you're the sledge.
Yeah, sorry.
Mhm.
If you knock
Yeah, if you open that and you open towards penthouse, right?
Yep, perfect.
Um,
And
TSM did
you
a
can see that all the way.
TSM did a roam with a dock, I believe,
Yeah, it was
back
the
here, where they
Yeah.
opened up this wall from here towards.
Okay, it was
Yes.
that wall. Never mind. I'll take it back. Yeah, you're right.
Well, it was basically all the walls. They prepped everything for him.
That's true.
Not that it helped him. Merc was on fire.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm building more minutes.
Do what?
I'll be right back.
All right. The big gotcha in Aqua here is watch out for this hole. It goes to the roof. If they know you're here, they'll just nade you.
I did not even notice that, honestly.
Yeah, so there are 4 of these. There's this one here.
Huh.
If you're a Valkyrie, you could also throw a cam up in there.
That's cool.
All right, so that was one. And then if you follow me towards white, there's another one here above white.
Right.
These are more
There's the
commonly
one-
for drones.
Right. There's the one over there by bathroom on second floor.
Yeah, there's one in guitar.
Guitar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in guitar right here next to the bathroom wall where the buck is. And then the last one is blue stairs.
Ah, I see that. Right.
So that's why if you're a grenade player, you ban Jaeger and then you just play those all day.
Right.
The,
By the way,
the courtyard
we
balcony is
decide
worth
that-
mentioning. Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna ask you. You guys decided that this hallway right here was VIP hallway, and the other one over there was guitar, correct?
Yes, and
Okay.
and one of the things I said earlier too, if there's not a specific name for a thing, you can describe it by what's next to it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So like the hallway doesn't necessarily have a name, but if I say VIP hallway, you instantly know what I'm talking about.
Right.
All right, so there's a balcony over here into the courtyard. You can vault from luggage. If you're attacking, I'll rappel up real quick. If you're attacking and you're on the roof above courtyard, you can vault down to that from the right or left
Get
side.
in pretty quick. Yep.
In the middle.
So it makes a sound effect, but it's an easy way to get down without having to go through a rappel animation.
Let me see if I can silent drop this real quick.
This balcony is another easy place to drop if you're
Oh,
attacking.
yeah.
Still makes noise. Yep.
So the aqua balc. And then obviously the big thing to be aware of if you drop there is the luggage window,
Yeah.
which has a great view if you're not careful of where you're sitting. I'll tell you, this hatch.
Do you want me to knock
No,
it
no, no,
out?
no, no, no. Nah. I was gonna show you a trick.
Oh,
Your
sorry.
reaction
But
is
you
very
ruined
slow,
it.
man.
All right. So let me show you on this hatch. I think I actually saw Karzeka's suicide doing this.
Okay.
So grenade.
That's cool. I like that.
So let it cook on the hatch and then open it. I've also seen people just double nade to do that. So I saw Karzeka do that. I think that was on that last invitational grand finals actually. So he did it on this hatch into security, and then he dropped behind it, and he just barely mistimed it, and like his foot was sticking into the room, and he dies.
That's tough.
Everybody's like, "Oh no!" It was
That
about
was
to be such a
so
play.
cool. Yeah.
Alright, so that's all 4 sites. Mainly 2v2. Any questions about any of that stuff?
No.
Yeah, I guess for hookah, I guess in a 2v2 setting,
Hookah's
assuming
just
it's
an
still-
extension
Okay.
in that case.
Wait, oh, that's right.
The
'cause
actual site is pool table.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so
You
for
still might
roaming-
want to anchor in
Yeah.
hookah behind the bar where the buck is
Right. Yeah.
as an option.
Right.
Another thing I've seen done is extending into aqua, but instead of going behind the bar, you reinforce the hatch and put a shield on it.
Yeah. Okay, that
It's
makes
like you
sense.
actually
Yeah.
play behind a deployable in
Right.
this corner, and then you can better contest the hallway and stuff.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
I think we did a variation of that in the online game, and I put the shield like right here where the buck is and opened the hatch so that I could flank first floor.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty. I think I remember that. I remember. I think I was spectating you that game, but yeah, I remember that. So in 2v2 regarding I guess a shelter opening, how is VIP any concern necessarily in that setting, or is it kind of one of those?
It's important because it connects to a lot of things, but it's not a site in and of itself. So like obviously it's important if you're attacking penthouse, and then obviously it's useful if you're attacking pool table because of this angle we talked about, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So every room's important.
Right.
It just depends on how you choose to play it.
Right. Okay.
And the best way to figure that out, once you've got a little bit of experience, is just to get in a custom game like this and experiment with different setups. All right, we all good?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, group hug. Oh, y'all ruined the moment.
Op 4
Boy.